Hello friends, welcome to LS Academy for Technical Education. In today's video, we'll discuss the multiple choice questions on deep learning RCS086, which is based on the Unit 3 and Unit 4 as per AKTU Lucknow syllabus. This is the part 2. In the part 3, we will discuss Unit 5. So let's start. Question number 1. What advantage does convolutional autoencoder offers in comparison to vanilla autoencoder? A. Scalable to larger image. B. Feature extraction. C. Unsupervised. D. None of the above. And the correct answer is option A. Scalable to larger image. In convolutional autoencoder, pooling layer is employed to A. Distribute gradients effectively. B. Increase receptive fields with same kernel size in subsequent layer. C. Employ unpooling layers. D. None of the above. And the correct answer is B. Increase receptive fields with same kernel size in subsequent layer. In convolutional autoencoder, the middle layer are fully connected because A. This effectively extracts global features. B. Convolutional AE is built upon vanilla AE. C. Increase speed of operations. D. None of the above. And the correct option is A. This effectively extracts global features. Which layer should be used in decoder part of convolutional autoencoder if convolutional layer with stride used in encoder part? A. Unpooling. B. Deconvolution. C. Bilinear interpolation. D. None of the above. And the correct option is B. Deconvolution. What is the architectural difference between VGG and ALEXnet? A. VGG has single feature extraction stream and ALEXnet has two. B option deconvolution, C option bilinear interpolation, D option none of the above. And the correct option is A, that VGG has single feature extraction stream and ALEXnet has two. Which of the architecture has most number of layers and parameters? A. VGG net, B. ALEXnet, C. LeNet, D. All have same number of parameters. And the correct option is A. VGG net. Local response normalization is employed to A. Increase the local maxima response and subdue the neighboring responses. B. Augment activation performance. C. Sparsify gradients. D. None of the above. And the correct option is A. Increase the local maxima response and subdue the neighboring response. Local response normalization is performed A. Means of the channel, B. Across channel, C. Individual channel, D. None. And the correct option is individual channel. If CNN filters with no bias of size 3 into 3 are employed for transforming an image with 3 channels into 64 responses, how many widths need to be learned? A. 1378, B. 1728, C. 1738, D. 2000. And the correct answer is B. 1728. यानी जो आपको साइज दे रखा है 3 into 3 उसको मल्टीप्लाई करिए नंबर ऑफ चैनल से और उसके बाद उसको मल्टीप्लाई करिए नंबर ऑफ रेस्पॉन्सेस से. सो यू विल गेट द करेक्ट आंसर दैट हाउ मेनी वेट्स विल बी रिक्वायर्ड. सो करेक्ट आंसर इज B. 1728. Which of the following statement is true about PCA? First, we must standardize the data before applying PCA. Second, we should select the principal components which explain the highest variance. Third, we should select the principal components which explain the lowest variance. Fourth, we can use PCA for visualizing the data in lower dimensions. And the options are A. First, second and fourth, B. Second and fourth option, C. Third and fourth, D. First and third. And the correct option is A. First, second and fourth statements is true. Suppose we are using dimensionality reduction as pre-processing technique. It means instead of using all the features, we reduce the data to k dimensions with PCA and then use these PCA projections as our features. Which of the following statement is correct? A. Higher k means more regularization. B. Higher k means less regularization. C. Cannot say. And the correct option is B. Higher k means less regularization. The most popularly used dimensionality reduction algorithm is principal component analysis, or we can say PCA. Which of the following are true about PCA? First, PCA is an unsupervised method. Second, it searches for the direction that data have the largest variance. Third, maximum number of principal components less than equal to number of features. Fourth, all principal components are the orthogonal to each other. And the options are first and second are correct. B option is first and third is correct. C option first and third is correct. And D option all of the above statement. यानी कि फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ आपके चारों के चारों करेक्ट हैं. तो D all of the above यानी कि चारों के चारों स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट हैं. 1 2 3 4. Which of the following algorithm cannot be used for reducing the dimensionality of data? A. TSNE, B. PCA, C. LDA false, D. None of these. And the correct option is D. None of these. PCA can be used for projecting and visualizing data in lower dimension. Is it true or false? And the correct option is A. True. What is the similarity between autoencoder and PCA? A. Both assume nonlinear systems. B. Subspace of weight matrices. C. Both can assume linear systems. D. All of these. And the correct option is C. Both can assume linear systems. Imagine you have dealing with 10 class classifications problems and you want to know that at most how many discriminant vector can be produced by the LDA. What is the correct answer? A 20, B 9, C 21, D 11. And the correct answer is the number of क्लास क्लासिफिकेशन -1. यानी जितने क्लास क्लासिफिकेशन आपको दे रखे हैं उनमें से एक माइनस कर दीजिए तो आपको नंबर ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेंट वेक्टर्स पता लग जाएंगे. तो क्योंकि 10 दे रखे हैं नंबर ऑफ क्लास क्लासिफिकेशन तो एक सब्ट्रैक्ट किया तो करेक्ट आंसर इज 9. सो बी इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. Which of the following gives the differences between the logistic regression and LDA? First, if the classes are well separated, the parameter estimates for logistic regression can be unstable. Second, if the sample size is small and distribution of features are normal for each class, in such cases, linear discriminant analysis is more stable than logistic regression. And the options are A first, B second, C first and second both, and D none of these. And the correct option is C first and second. दोनों ही आपके differences को बता रहे हैं. Which of the following offset do we consider in PCA? A vertical offset, B perpendicular offset, C both, D none of these. And the correct option is perpendicular offset. Which of the following option is true? A. LDA explicitly attempts to model the difference between the classes of data. PCA on the other hand does not take into account any differences in class. B. Both attempt to model the difference between the classes of data. C. PCA explicitly attempts to model the difference between the classes of data. LDA on the other hand does not take into account any differences in the class. And D is the both don't attempt to model the difference between the classes of data. And the correct option is A. In LDA, the idea is to find the line that best separates the two classes. In the given image, which of the following is a good projection? A. LD1, B. LD2, C. Both, D. None of these. And the correct option is A. LD1. Under which condition SVD and PCA produce the same projection results? A. When data has zero median, B. When data has zero mean, C. Both are always same, or D. None of these. And the correct option is B. When data has zero mean. Which of the following options are correct when you are applying PCA on an image data set? First, it can be used to effectively detect deformable objects. Second, it is invariant to affine transforms. 3. It can be used for lossy image compression. Fourth, it is not invariant to shadows. And the options are A first and second, B second and third, C third and fourth, and D first and fourth. And the correct option is C third and fourth. Which of the following method would result into better class prediction? A. Building a classification algorithm with PCA. B. Building a classification algorithm with LDA. C. Cannot say. D. None of these. And the correct option is B. Building a classification algorithm with LDA. Which of the following options are true? First, you need to initialize parameters in PCA. Second, you don't need to initialize parameter in PCA. Third, PCA can be trapped into local minima problem. Fourth, PCA cannot be trapped into local minima problem. And the options are A first and third, B first and fourth, C second and third, and D second and fourth. And the correct option is D second and fourth. What happens when you get features in lower dimension using PCA? First, the features will still have interpretability. Second, the feature will lose interpretability. Third, the feature must carry all information present in data. Fourth, the feature may not carry all information present in data. And the options are A first and third, B first and fourth, C second and third, or D second and fourth. And the correct option is D. PCA works better if there is A linear structure in the data. Second, if the data lies on a curved surface and not on a flat surface. Third, if variables are scaled in the same unit. And the options are A first and second, B second and third, C first and third, D first, second and third. What will happen when eigenvalues are roughly equal? A PCA will perform outstandingly, B PCA will perform badly, C cannot say, D none of the above. And the correct option is B PCA will perform badly. Which of the following comparisons are true about PCA and LDA? First, both LDA and PCA are linear transformation techniques. Second, LDA is supervised where PCA is unsupervised. Third, PCA maximizes the variance of the data whereas LDA maximizes the separation between two different classes. And the options are A first and second, B second and third, C first and third, D first, second and third. And the correct option is D. In which of the following case LDA will fail? A. If the discriminatory information is present in the mean but in the variance of the data. B. If the discriminatory information is in the mean but not in the variance of the data. C. If the discriminatory information is in the mean and variance of the data. Or D. None of these. And the correct option is A. Which of the following is true about LDA? A. LDA aims to maximize the distance between class and minimize the within class distance. B. LDA aims to minimize both distance between classes and distance within class. C. LDA aims to minimize the distance between class and maximize the distance within class. D. LDA aims to maximize both distances between class and distance within class. And the correct option is A. LDA aims to maximize the distance between class and minimize the within class distance. What technique is employed to introduce domain adaptation in stacked autoencoder? A. Systematic dropout. B. Conditional dictionary learning. C. Feature sampling. D. All of the above. And the correct option is A. Systematic dropout. Which transform is used to accelerate the compute? A. Fourier. B. Hilbert. C. PCA. D. All of the above. And the correct option is A. Fourier. Number of layers in AlexNet, VGG, GoogleNet and ResNet model. A. 22, 8, 19, 152. B. 22, 152, 19, 8. C. 8, 19, 22, 152. Or D. 19, 22, 152 और 8. And the correct option is C. यानी कि AlexNet में 8 होती हैं layers, VGG में 19 होती हैं, GoogleNet में 22 होती हैं और Residual Net में 152 होती हैं. So C is the correct option. Which of the following statement is true when you use 1:1 convolution in a CNN? यानी कि Convolutional Neural Network. A. It can help in dimensionality reduction. B. It can be used for feature pooling. C. It suffer less overfitting due to small kernel size. D. All of the above. And the correct option is D. All of the above. Which of the following neural network training challenge can be solved using batch normalization? A. Overfitting. B. Restrict activation to become too high or low. C. Training is too low. Training is too slow. Or D. Both B and C. And the correct option is D. Gated recurrent unit can help prevent vanishing gradient problem in recurrent neural network or RNN. A. True. B. False. And the correct option is A. True. What are the advantages of initializing MLP with pre-trained autoencoder weights? First, faster convergence. Second, avoid overfitting. Third, simpler hypothesis. And the options are A. First and second, B. Second and third, C. First and third, D. All of the above. And the correct option is A. First and second. Which loss function is used while training autoencoder? A. Any classification loss. B. Hing loss, C. Logistic regression, D. Any recurrence loss. And the correct option is D. Any regression loss. In inception block, the input information is processed through how many parallel channels? A2, B3, C4, D. None of the above. And the correct option is C4. In inception block, the processed input information is combined using which operation? A sum, B multiplication, C concatenation, D none of the above. And the correct option is C concatenation. In inception block, what kernel size are employed for convolution? A 1 into 1, B 2 into 2, C 3 into 3, D all of the above. And the correct option is D all of the above. The idea for residual layer in ResNet, it means residual network, has originated from training dash layers effectively. A initial, B final, C both, D none of the above. And the correct option is A initial. The mathematical equivalence of skip connection in residual block of ResNet is A identity matrix, B summation, C convolution, D none of the above. And the correct option is A identity matrix. In which case does the loss saturates with less epoch for deeper network? A. Network with residual block, B. Network without residual block, C. It is subjective, D. None of the above. And the correct option is B. Which network needs less amount of memory for equal performance? A. Dense net, B. Residual net or ResNet, C. VGG net or D. All are same. And the correct option is A. Which of the following topology is true for recurrent neural network or RNN? A. Many to one, B. Many to many, C. One to many, D. Any of the above. And the correct option is D. Which of the following gates are used in LSTM? A. Input, B. Forget, C. Output, D. All the above. And the correct option is D. All the above. For temporal learning, which architecture is most preferable? A. Autoencoder, B. LSTM, C. CNN, D. None of the above. And the correct option is B. LSTM. Which of the following hurdles of RNN were overcome by LSTM? A. Learning long-term dependencies, B. Exponential decay of learning rate along time, C. Both A and B, D. None of the above. And the correct option is C. Both A and B. Which of the following commands creates a LSTM with three input dimension as 3 and output dimension as 3 through NN module? A option nn.lstm 3 by 3, B nn.gru 3 by 3.lstm, C nn.rnn 3 by 3.lstm, D none of the above. And the correct option is A nn.lstm 3 by 3. How many variables are generated upon feed forwarding LSTM for 5 steps? A. Output variable, B. Output and hidden variable, C. Output hidden and input storage variable, D. None. And the correct option is C. How many variables are fed for LSTM? A. Input, B. Input and previous hidden state, C. Input previous hidden and previous output, D. None of the above. And the correct option is B. Which of the following not a direct prediction technique for NLP tasks? A. Recurrent neural network or RNN, B. Skip Graham model, C. PCA, D. Convolutional neural network, or we can say CNN. And the correct option is C. PCA. A recurrent neural network or RNN can be unfolded into a fully connected neural network with infinite length. Is it true or false? And the statement is true. So option is the correct answer. Which of the following is a bottleneck for deep learning algorithm? A. Data related to the problem, B. CPU to GPU communication, C. GPU memory, or D. All of the above. And the correct option is D. Dropout technique is not an advantageous technique for which of the following layer? A. Affine layer, B. Convolutional layer, C. RNN layer, D. None of these. And the correct option is C. RNN layer. It is generally recommended to replace pooling layers in generator part of a convolutional generative adversarial nets with dash A. Affine layer, B. Stride convolutional layer, C. Fractional stride convolutional layer, D. ReLU layer. And the correct option is C. GRU is a special case of recurrent neural network proposed to overcome the difficulties of classical recurrent neural network. Which of the following statement is true with respect to GRU? First, unit with short-term dependencies have reset gate very active. Second, units with long-term dependencies have update gates very active. Options are A only one, B only V, C none of them, D both 1 and 2. And the correct option is D both 1 and 2. Which of the following is an example of a deterministic algorithm? A PCA, B k-means, C both A and B, or D none of these. And the correct option is A PCA. Which of the following hyperparameters when increased may cause random forest to overfit the data? First, number of trees, second, depth of tree, third, learning rate, and the options are only first, B only second, C only third, or D first and second. And the correct option is B only true. So that's all about all these questions of unit 3 and unit 4. In the last video of part 3 deep learning, we will discuss the unit number 5 and remaining questions of all the 4 units. Thank you so much.